High School Class of 2021 Commencement Ceremony. Taylor, proud principal of the staff, students, and community of Alvin High School. Thank you for being with us today to recognize and celebrate the senior class of 2021. Please rise for the marching on of the colors and the national anthem. Today's color guard is being conducted by the Alvin High School Marine Corps Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, and the national anthem is played by the Alvin High School Band and performed by the Alvin High School Choir. Carrying the American flag is Cadet Charles Batty. Carrying the Marine Corps flag is Jonathan Allen. And the rifle bearers are Robert Rodriguez and Jose Mendez. Please remain standing as Victoria Taft, Senior Class President, leads us in the invocation.
From Jeremiah 29:11 reads, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." May we all bow our heads and pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we turn to you in prayer and ask that you give grace and courage to the ones who have worked hard and have made it to today's ceremony. We thank you for protecting and guiding the class of 2021, along with their friends and loved ones, despite the pandemic. We have chosen to rise above and persevere and remain resilient through the strength of Christ. Thank you for blessing each and every one of us with the abundance of valuable lessons, knowledge, wisdom, and meaningful relationships that we've experienced throughout high school. We will continue to carry this with us into the future as we face unknown endeavors that this life has to offer. Dear Lord, as this chapter has closed and another eagerly awaits, pave their roads with opportunities and inspire them to live with hope in this incredible journey called life. As my fellow classmates and I transition into a new part of the world beyond our horizons, we ask that you inspire them to never be afraid to dream big, run strong, and soar high. Through every challenge and tribulation that has stumbled across us, you have provided us with an eternal amount of courage, for our trust lies in your hands as you lead the way. For those who cannot be here with us today, let us hold on to the memories we will everlastingly cherish as they are forever present in our hearts. Isaiah. In Jesus' names we pray, amen. Gentlemen, you may put your caps back on. Please be seated. Please welcome Mrs. Taylor back to the podium for introductions and Class of 2021 recognitions.
Please welcome our special guests who are with us today. Please hold your applause until all names have been announced. From the Board of Trustees, Mr. Earl Humbert, President. Mrs. Tiffany Winterstrom, Vice President. Mrs. Vivian Scheibel, Secretary. Mrs. Cheryl Harris, Trustee. Mrs. Regan Betoyer Peterson, Trustee. Mrs. Julie Pickren, Trustee. And Mrs. Nicole Tonini, Trustee. From Central Administration, Mrs. Carol Nelson, Superintendent of Schools. Dr. Jennifer Valdez, Deputy Superintendent of Academics. Mr. Rory Gesh, Deputy Superintendent of Operations. Dr. Daniel Combs, Associate Superintendent, Chief Financial Officer. Mrs. Lisa Butler, Associate Superintendent of Academic Services. Dr. Lori Bruton, Associate Superintendent of Federal and Special Programs. Mr. Pat Miller, Chief of Operations. Mr. Brent Shaw, Chief of Accountability, Assessment, and Program Evaluation. Mr. Don Rabelais, Chief of Safety, Technology, and Transportation. Mrs. Renee Rives, Director of Communications. Also sitting behind me are 6 teachers chosen by the senior class to read senior names. These teachers are First Sergeant Stephen Garcia, Mrs. Angela Patak, Mrs. Barbara Allen, Mr. James Shoemake, Mrs. Eva Cantu, and Mrs. Sharina O'Neill. On behalf of the senior class of 2021, thank you for your unwavering support of the students of Alvin High School and all of Alvin ISD. At this time, I'd like to recognize some specific accomplishments of our graduates. This year's senior class has continued the tradition of educational excellence and high achievement, along with a commitment to paving a legacy of service, all of which makes our school truly a great place to learn. The class of 2021 has many students who have not only earned their high school diploma upon graduation, but have also received their associate's degree from Alvin Community College. These students will be signified by wearing red and silver cords. Please stand if you have graduated from ACC. Thank you. You may be seated. Students not only have the ability to earn a college degree during their years at Alvin High School, but Alvin ISD offers several CTE programs that provide students the opportunity to learn a skill and earn a certification upon graduation, making them ready to enter the workforce. Please stand if you are graduating with a CTE certification. Thank you. You may be seated. Alvin ISD recognizes AP scholars, students who have demonstrated college-level achievement by scoring a 3 or higher on at least 3 AP exams, or have taken at least 8 AP courses and taken the corresponding exams in their high school career. These students will be signified by wearing silver cords. Please stand if you are an AP scholar. Thank you. You may be seated. Students with outstanding academic achievements are recognized in a few ways. The first is National Honor Society. These students have qualified under the criteria of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Members of the National Honor Society are distinguished by wearing white collars. Please stand if you are a member of NHS. Thank you. You may be seated. Our students graduating with academic honors are recognized as such. The top 10 graduates will be wearing a gold cord of honor. Please stand if you are in the top 10%. Excuse me, top 10. Remain standing. The remaining top 10% of graduates will be wearing gold and silver cord of honor. If you are in the top 10% of the graduating class, please stand. Thank you. You may be seated. Finally, I would like to recognize a very special group of students. Please stand if you will be joining the armed forces after graduation. Will be distinguished by wearing red, white, and blue cords. Students, we thank you for your courage and your willingness to serve, and we wish you Godspeed as you enter into the next phase of your lives. Thank you. You may be seated. Please welcome Lillian Beltran to the program for the commencement address.
Good evening and welcome friends, family, and faculty. It is my honor to deliver the commencement address for Alvin High School's class of 2021. It feels so surreal that we're finally here. I swear, the month of April felt like 10 years long and May was about half a century, but we made it. On my first day, I felt that everything was so spread out that I had to get a gym membership to make it to class on time. The walk from the LK to the CM is basically a pilgrimage, am I right? Then when I finally made it to class on time, it turned out I was in the wrong classroom. I'm sure some of us might feel the need for time to slow down. We are suddenly facing the reality that everything we've known for 13 years is now going to change. Just know that without change, there isn't growth. Remember that nothing has been written for our futures. We get to be the author of our story and leave an irreplaceable mark in this world. I believe Maya Angelou said it best. People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Hold on to this feeling and remember that everything that has happened up to this moment matters. Take a second and think of all the people who have impacted your life. Think of all your close friends and teachers like Mr. Willis, and think of how they made you feel and supported you. Now, you have the opportunity to impact someone else's life the same way that your life was impacted. The class of 2021 has overcome several obstacles and hardships together. From Hurricane Harvey during our freshman year through a global pandemic, we have been tested in a way that many have not. I am proud of us. I am proud of our resilience, our unity, and our dedication to making it to this day. However, there are certain Yellow Jackets who we lost along the way. At this time, I'd like to ask for a brief moment of silence to remember them. We miss you and know you are with us. Despite the unique obstacles our class has worked to overcome, we have also experienced many successes together. As a class officer, I feel so fortunate to have been able to witness the achievements of the student body. For example, the many accomplishments for those who participated in Skills USA and other technical programs at J.B. Hensler, the success the band had in competitions in San Antonio and Dallas, along with the national recognition of our Alvin Color Guard, the many outstanding performances by our cheerleaders and jacketeers, our powerlifting team who went to state and showed out, our softball and baseball teams ending the season as district champions, and let's not forget the memorable win we experienced on our last football game this past season. I can still remember the cheers, sounds, music, and joy that created a feeling of togetherness and true jacket pride. There have been many more successes that have happened during our time in high school that may have remained unmentioned. However, they do not go unrecognized in the eyes of all who are here today. You know, I remember having a discussion with one of my teachers, Ms. Sanchez, about the idea of multiple intelligences. Up until this point, I always thought that intelligence was probably defined by class rank, the amount of AP classes you took, or what university you got into. Though all of that is valuable, I think it is important to realize that intelligence is not defined in one universal way. I believe that my intelligence lies in science-related areas, so you won't see me on the softball field or competing with TSA. There are things that many of you could do better than I, and some things that I could do better than others. We all are valuable. We all matter. Do not let yourself or others lead you to believe you can be defined by sheer numbers and ranks. We all have the ability to succeed and make our communities a better place. Your grades reflect what you've done in school, but do not define what you could do next. The possibilities, if you choose them to be, are endless. Senior class of 2021. We have accomplished so much together over the years, and it is now time for us to go out into the real world and strive for greatness on our own. Whether we decide to leave our small town of Alvin or not, we cannot forget to thank every person who helped us along the way. We did it. And remember, jacket pride never dies. Thank you. At this time, please welcome Wyatt Rahul to the podium for his salutatory address.
2 weeks ago, I played my last baseball game. We were in the second round of playoffs and playing the final game of the series. It was win or go home. In the bottom of the last inning, I was up to bat with a runner on second base. As I went up to the plate, I tried to remain calm. The pressure was building. The pressure reached what felt like an all-time high as I stepped in the box with 2 strikes. That all changed when I drove a ball into center field. For an instant, the pressure ceased and was replaced by excitement. I had done it. I had come through, or so I thought. Unfortunately, the runner was thrown out at home, and we later went on to lose the game. This was one of the saddest moments of my life. Baseball had been a part of my life for 14 years, and it is now suddenly gone. But looking back on it, I realize it may have been a blessing in disguise. The end of my baseball career has allowed me to focus on another passion of mine, rodeo. With the loss of baseball, I can now direct all my time into rodeo, where I'll be competing in the high school state finals this summer for team roping and steer wrestling. 7 years ago, I tried to get serious about rodeo, but was unable to because I was so involved in baseball. Now, with the absence of baseball, I have been able to achieve success in rodeo. You may wonder why I'm telling you this. Well, it's because following my passions of rodeo and baseball has gifted me some of the best events in my life. Experiencing true passion is something I hope all of you feel in your lives because it makes life much more exciting, much more worthwhile. You'll have highs with the home runs and the first place wins, but you will also have the lows from strikeouts or missed ground balls. Although our intentions may be always to get to those high points, the low points have their benefits as well. They will teach you to persevere through hard times and how to overcome difficult situations. These aren't skills that will just benefit you in a game like baseball. They will help you become a better employee, a better friend, a better student, a better person. Many of us want to forget the harder parts of our lives, but I urge you to remember them and try to find something good that's come out of them. If we hadn't lost that baseball game, I would not be nearly as successful as I am now in my rodeo career. This doesn't mean I'm glad we lost the game by any means. I would love to be playing at Round Rock in the state tournament, but I can't turn back the clock. All I can do is accept what has happened and find a way to see it as a blessing rather than a curse. This is something I hope everyone learns to do, because dwelling on the rough times in our lives will only lead us to more low points. But if we can learn from these situations and make the most out of them, we'll be on the way to better high points. I would like to thank my mom and my dad for always being willing to help me with my schoolwork, getting me to baseball practices and games on time, and molding me into the person I am today. I would also like to thank my teachers for answering all of my questions, no matter how stupid they may have seemed, and having my best interests at heart. I would also like to thank my coaches for not only helping me become a better athlete, but also helping me become a better person. I'd like to leave you with one final thought from John Bon Jovi. Nothing is as important as passion. No matter what you do with your life, be passionate. Thank you. It is with the greatest honor to introduce the valedictorian for the class of 2021, Trenton Parker.
Got it, we're good. First off, I'd like to start it with a question. Has anybody else been so nervous you're not sure if you're going to throw up or pass out? No, me neither, I swear, I'm good. Welcome and congratulations to the class of 2021. First, I would like to give thanks to God, who through him all things are possible. I would like to give thanks to all of those who helped us to get to where we are today. The Board of Trustees, who developed plans and worked to establish a future for all of us in AISD. Whether we realized it or not, for the last 13 years, you were working behind the scenes to help make this possible. We thank you. To the administration of our school that kept us in line and kept us out of trouble, most of the time. We thank you. To the staff that kept our school clean, kept us fed, and kept all of our facilities in good working order to allow us to focus on our education. We thank you. To the teachers who took the time to get to know us and understand what we need to be successful, and that pushed us even on the days when we just wanted to fail. We thank you. And to those teachers who personally got involved in our lives and not only taught us about school, but about life lessons as well. For example, Mr. McWhorter's reoccurring lessons in sarcasm. Thanks. To the moms that made us believe we were all amazing and kept us fed and nourished, we thank you. And to the dads who kept us attached to real life and showed us that it's not fair and that we should be prepared for the real world, we thank you. Now, many of these end-year speeches tell us about how the world is ours to conquer and we'll inherit it all as soon as we graduate. I'm here to tell you that those are not correct statements. I'm here to tell you that the world is not ours. It belongs to everybody who came before us. When we graduate, nobody hands us a slice of the world, sends us on our way, and congratulates us for the last 13 years. The world's already been taken up. There's no more land left open to us. We have to graduate into an already full world, but life's not fair, so get over it. From this point on, we have two options: give up and start working for somebody so that we can live on their land, or fight for what we want and take it from the rest of the world. Now, when I say fight, I mean fight as in work for what you want. Be the best at it and earn it. Make others realize that you are not backing down, and you will stand and strive to achieve your goals. This will take time, hard work, and a lot of sweat. And if there's one thing that I've actually learned from these past 4 years, is that with hard work, no matter your starting point, you can get to your goals. I was rejected from the MAPS program when I was 11. Somebody was telling me I wasn't good enough. Felt like a slap in the face. It really crushed me. It didn't seem fair, but fair doesn't exist. Anyways, this pushed me to make a decision, give up or fight. So I thought to myself, I better start working. So after 3 years of study groups, summer classes, hours and hours and hours of homework, I made it to high school. Fast forward to the end of freshman year, when our ranks were linked by an unknown source, I found out I was 4th. Not bad for a kid who didn't even make maps. Was I happy? Was I satisfied? Was I willing to settle for 4th? No. I decided to embrace the nickname of Tryhard given to me by my prestigious little brother, Edward Brogan David Parker. You could stand, but I don't want you to, so you stay there. This is my time. Anyways, I kept torturing myself with extra work, more study sessions, harder classes, and after 4 more years, I finally made it to the top. And it wasn't easy. Actually, I'd like to take a moment and thank the salutatorian, Wyatt Rahul, because without him, without the push from his competition and reoccurring efforts to beat me, I would not be where I am today. And I know, or I hope I know, that without me, he wouldn't be where he is today. So I sincerely thank you, Wyatt Rahul. Hard work can bring you to your goal. You just have to be willing to not give up. Hard work beats talent when talent quits working hard. Tim Noak, a high school basketball coach. Great things come from hard work and perseverance. No excuses. Kobe Bryant. It's not about money or connections. It's the willingness to outwork and outlearn everyone. Mark Cuban, multi-billionaire. And the most important quote I've heard this year, don't give up, clutch up, Embry Robles. All of these quotes share the same theme of with hard work, you can do whatever you want and never accept failure. There is a reason all of these quotes were made by people that grew into the successes that they are. Movies are made about these people. Movies like Rocky, Greater, The Blind Side, A Day in the Life of Embry, coming soon. All of these share the same theme of hard work leading to triumph. They show us that the trials we put ourselves through improve us. Now, I'm not saying set a goal and only focus on that goal. Focus on the journey. Never allow yourself to quit before reaching these goals. Learn to love the hard work, knowing that it's making you a better version of yourself. I know I'm oversimplifying this way of life. It comes with many more challenges than what I've suggested. One of the main challenges, sadly, is other people. When you start to succeed and other people see that success, they see their own failures, and it drives them to pull you down. They'll bring up all the stuff you did wrong in the past, stuff that you tried to forget about. They'll try and get you to lose focus. Don't. Remember, misery loves company. Ignore these people. Keep working. Don't give people the satisfaction of seeing you quit. Take the time to find the people that are trying to help you and are praying for your success, and surround yourself with them. Most people don't want you to earn a bigger slice of the world than they have, because it takes away from theirs. Work hard, fight for what you want. If you are determined enough, if you are dedicated enough, and if you are disciplined enough to live this way of life, you will be able to achieve what God wants you to achieve. The only limit that will be set on you is time. No one knows when your time will end. So make the most of every second. Find your goals. Think about what it is that gives you purpose in life. What does it mean to have a successful life? When I started asking people this question, I found that it changes depending on the person. Some found it on working in their relationships. Some found it in physical fitness, some in gaining knowledge, and some in service to others. Each person has goals, but each of these goals varied, and over time, these goals varied. I found that achieving a goal was not actually the point of setting one. The point was the process of achieving a goal. Again, I now understand being told it's not about the destination, it's about the trip. It's about the time spent aiming for the destination, the time you put into work for your goal. An extremely intelligent and successful man once told me, sometimes it's about getting it done, and sometimes it's about doing it. I know how this sounds. After hearing it from him, I decided to call him Crazy Old Man. That was not the last time I called him Crazy Old Man. He still makes no sense. Thanks, Dad. To me, it was the same either way, the quote. But listen to it again. Sometimes it's about getting it done, and sometimes it's about doing it. Getting it done is for situations like chores, mowing the lawn, doing dishes, if you have an animal, caring for them, because they're all pains. You know, you just have to get it done, get it over with and finish it. There's no importance to it. Life, on the other hand, is about doing it, experiencing it, enjoying the process of getting to these goals, living in the moment. Don't get caught up in your goal to where you're distracted from life. These processes, these journeys, and the trials are what give people a reason to exist, a reason to live life. This is what I've learned. Life is not a bullet point list of what you've achieved. It's not a set amount of time where you simply achieve things over and over just to put another notch under your belt. Life is a process. Be a better person tomorrow than you are today. Keep improving. Work towards every single one of your goals, but don't envelop yourself in them. Have relationships with people. I missed out on a lot of that because of how focused I was on my goals, and I do regret that. There's many people out here who I don't even know your names. And I am extremely guilty of distracting myself with schoolwork rather than focusing on people. I leave you with this. If it wasn't hard to get, it probably wasn't worth much. So be willing to work hard to get something worthwhile. Good luck. Now let's earn a big slice of this world and thrive in it. Congratulations, class of 2021. At this time, Ms. Carol Nelson, Superintendent of Alvin ISD, will present the Alvin High School Class of 2021.
Thank you. I didn't even have to ask you to stand. Congratulations. Y'all are anxious. It's awesome. What a great accomplishment. President Humberg, members of the board, parents, community members, and most importantly, graduates of the class of 2021. It is indeed my honor and privilege to recognize and accept these graduates and certify that they have met all the requirements of the state of Texas and of Alvin ISD. Therefore, you are entitled to your diploma and all of the rights, privileges, and honors pertaining thereunto. So graduates, at this time, if you would move your tassels from right to left, and congratulations. At this time, students, we will present or have the presentation of your diplomas.
Trenton Xavier Parker. Wyatt Brady Rahul. John Luke Adams. Adrian Rolando Aguilar. Charles Edward Batty IV. Liliana Beltran. Jared Michael Booth. Carl Aaron Braden. Mia Elizabeth Brantley. Shelby Elizabeth Carbula. Jose Armando Contreras Cruz. Jordan Dale Kurtner. Gabriela Marie Dantzman. Cynthia De La Paz. Kiara Nicole Dino De La Rosa. Blakely K. Duckworth. Caitlin Nicole Field. Lily Ann Fletcher. Jessica Ray Fonseca. Noah Thomas Fontenot. Daniel Gabriel Gayich. Victoria Sunic Toth. Brianna Georgia Garcia. Rachel Marie Hamilton. Alyssa Shea Hayden. Merrick Reese Hooker. Katie Leanne Horn. Cameron Lee Hubbard. Trinity Miracle Hewlin. Preston Bradley Job. Zachary Ken Lefevre. Stephanie Lamone. Anthony Edward Mahachik. Andrew Leandro Martinez. Emily Brooke McCoy. Marissa Danielle McDonald. Anna Elizabeth McGuire. Vanessa Lauren Mahia. Jennifer Jacqueline Mendoza. Lorelei Rain Miller. Tristan Mose Minter. Araya Rhiannon Murdy. Lindsay Nicole Partham. Molly Reagan Pavlis.
Cameron Dane Patak.
Montserrat Ramos. Mariana Reynoso. Embry Robert Robles. Mia Elise Salazar. Madeline Audrey Savage. Sheridan Adair Schmidt. Jamie Anastasi Shoemate. Cody Ray Smith. Kyla Kallianne Sorn. Emily Shannon Thornton. Ashley Torres. Jennifer Lou Torres. Brian David Town, Jr. Julian Anthony Edward Trevino. Ruth Emily Turner. Joe Vega. Cameron Van Vo. Hannah Jean Webster. Dylan Allen White. Michael Jermaine White, Jr. Samuel Josiah Woodward. Braden Wright. Christopher Matthew Wright. Fernando Abundiz. Colby Dylan Ackley. Riley Joy Morgan Addington. Danae Giovanna Addison. Evan Jan Aguilar. Richard Joe Aguilar. Ashley Lorenza Aguilara. Carlos Daniel Aguilara. Christian Eduardo Aguirre. Victor Rodrigo Alcantara, Jr. Juan Angel Alcazar. Juliana Alcazar. Miguel Angel Alaman. Jaden Anthony Garcia. Alexander Keith Newts. Araceli Martinez. Christian Michael Moffitt. Blake Jacob Perez. Haley Kai Alesna. Chase Tyler Alexander. Noah Aref Alfaraj. Michael Robert Alford. Caden Reed Allen. Ayana Justine Allen.
Jonathan David Allen.
Katrina Shayna Allen. Aiden Rafael Almader. Austin Anthony Almaraz Ruiz. Ana Alvarado.
Jesus Alvarez. Aaron Anderson. Kayla Leonie Andrade. Lainey Marie Anzaldua. Isabel Jalen Arispe. Misty Blue Arnold. Mary Cruz Arredondo. Sarai Arredondo Martinez. Jesus Cruz Areola. Karen Abigail Arizu Ibarra. Rosbel Asteo. Clayton Michael Ayers. Dylan Michael Ayers. Yukari Baez Guerra. Joshua Michael Bailey. Kayla Marie Balderas. Joshua Ramirez Banilan. Christian Anthony Barajas. Hannah Lynn Barber. Elena Renee Barrera. Dylan Matthew Barrett. Casey Maxine Bass. Emily K. Bates. Madison Elise Batten. Alexis Marie Boblet. Sierra Michelle Boblet. Carmen Bisak. Chad Michael Beaver Jr. Cordell Walter Beebe. Calvin Baharan. Leon Bell. Carly Janelle Ballou. Juliana Bellman. Micah Uriah Bennett. Michael Thomas Biddlecombe. Courtney Marie Billingsley. Riker Wayne Blackwell.
Hang on a little bit, we got to get him up on the stage.
Brissa O'Reilly Bly. Colton. Jesse Edward Butenhoff. Glenn Lex Booth. Cameron Ray Boyd. Alexander Xavier Brackman. Donovan Ray Bradshaw. Jaime Bravo. Joshua Kyle Brendamore. Ronald James Broussard Jr. Dalton Carter Brown. Savannah Lynn Brown. Shelby Rose Bukowski. Vincent Michael Jason Burrell. Jordan Jonathan Caballero. Destiny Alize Calvillo. Valerie Nicole Cantu. Ty Brandon Lamar Capehart. David Daniel Cardoza Jr. Thomas Joseph Pablo Carswell. Christian Alexander Castillo. Edgar Castillo II. Gavin Ethan Cervantes. Raiden Paul Chanel. Angelina Marie Chapa. Tyler Grant Chapnick. Anthony Chavez. Michael Dwayne Chavira. Alyssa Chun. Juan Cifuentes. Eric Daniel Claudio. Wesley Lynn Clendenin. Ariana Marie Cole. Stephanie Michelle Colmenares. Kevin Guadalupe Colmenares. Chloe Ann Connery. Daniel Caleb Contreras. Elisa Cortez. Clarissa Cortez. Justine Michaela Cortez. Sydney Marissa Counts. Jacoby Cross. Cesar Giovanni Cruz. Donovan Anthony Cruz. Nelson Enrique Cruz. Raj Yogesh Dabi. Rohan Yogesh Dabi. Tatum Anise Dan. Sean Curtis Dockery, Jr. Alexandra D. Davis. Tyler Michael Davis. Trinity Christine Day. Edward Angel De La Cerda. Felix De La Paz. Rodrigo Diarcos. L.A. DeBerry II. Jada Taylor Dietrich. Dominique De La Rosa. Giselle Josephine Delgado. Vincent Carl Deaver, Jr. Kiana Marie Dino De La Rosa.
Megan Elise Donahoe. Ethan James Doré. Riley Dalton Draskala. Madison Michelle Dudley. Keanu Delgado. Enrique Alejandro Dunn. Dylan Michael Duran. Jose Michael Duran, Jr. Alondra Adeline Duvernay. Jacob Neil Edwards. Gilbert Jordan Enriquez. Carrington Bailey Urkums. Isaiah David Escobar. Angelique Aloysius Esparza. Luis Estefania. Esther Estrada. Rihanna Catherine Evans. Lyle Dietrich Evans, Jr. Maria Jose Fabian Leon. Ryland Christopher Falks. Sarah Marie Farley McGowan. Cecilia Yesenia Fernandez. Derek Dwayne Fields, Jr. Natalie Ann Figueroa Acosta. Justin Ty Fisher. Vanella Ramona Fletcher. Zane Thomas Flora. Andrew Renee Flores. Christian James Flores. Diego Flores. Ethan Ray Flores. Melanie Angel Flores. Sol Yadira Flores. Everardo de Jesus Flores Beltran. Fabian Ismael Fonseca. Luz Ane Fonseca. Jonathan Tyler Folk. Jordan Frederick. Jessica Freeman. Did the person in front of you say that? No. Gabriela Consuelo Galvan. Yeah. Juan Pablo Galvan. Oh wait, Austin Furman. Sorry, skipped one. I messed up. Alan Fernando Garcia. I know, but thank you. Alondra Garcia. Emery Nicole Garcia. Garen Lee Garcia. Giselle Garcia. Heather Ann Garcia. Jesselyn Lisette Garcia. Reagan Larissa Garcia. Sean Michael Philip Garcia. Serena Tomasa Almidala Garcia. Victoria Grace Garcia. Priscilla Garcia Ortiz. Jose Noe Garcia Ramirez. Humberto Garcia III. Daniel Thomas Garner. Celestina Jeanette Garza. Hernan Arturo Garza. Olivia Grace Marie Garza. Teresa Ray Garza. Fisher Riley Gassaway. Caleb Andrew Gaston. Skyla Vaughn Geringer. Miracle Leanne George. Michaela Alyssa Gibson. Donald Lee Gilliam Jr. Faith Brooks Goad. Amir Shamar Goggins. Amira Chanel Goggins. Amiris Sean Goggins. Nathan Joel Gonzalez. Zerai Guadalupe Gonzalez. Valeria Gonzalez Lopez. Stevie Tyler Goodman. Casey Kathleen Gray. Sarah Elizabeth Green. Sade One Grice. Anthony Taylor Griffin. Yes, get it. I'll do my best. Melissa Ann Guerra. Daniel Antonio Guevara. Lily Nicole Gillian. Haley Leanne Gutierrez. Juan Gutierrez de Luna. Christian Adam Abramos. Andrew John Harrison. Andre Zane Hatley. Alexander Lee Haynes Villarreal. Elissa K. Helge. Sorry. Helen Madison Hendricks. Alexander Brian Henley. Milagros Hope Hernandez. Natalie Hernandez. Samantha Hernandez. Brian Hernandez Torres. Claudette Liliana Herrera. Lindsay Ray Harrington. Sorry. Audrey Rena Brooke Harrington. Amanda Grace Hicks. Kendall Starr Higginson. David William Hill.
Sophia Lydia Hem. Nayli Millet Inahosa. Logan K. Hodges. Shauna Hodges. Liam Cadence Holloway. Hayden Holston. Kylan Diane Hopkins. Connor Philip Hughes. Grace Joy Hunter. Emily Elizabeth Hurley. Janelle Hurtado. Ariana Elizabeth Ibarra. Stacy Ruiz Ibarra. Pedro Ignacio Infante Jr. Stacy Izaguirre. Blake Alexander Jackson. Harley Jacobus. Kayana James. Alexis Nicolas Arkin. Elizabeth Marie Jenkins. Alan Ulises Jimenez. Evelyn Jimenez. Maria Lynn Jimenez. Trooper Paul Johnson. Briar Cole Jones. Caleb Jared Jones. Cheyenne Marie Jones. Brandon Michael Joseph. Andrea Juarez. Edgar Juarez. Carson Kaiser. Kylie Ann Kazmarowski. Zoe Taylor Kerr. Emily K. Kirsch. Rafi Hassan Khan. Akira Leigh Kanapi. Xander Lee Knight. Abigail Gracelyn Coates. John Scott Landers III. Ethan Alexander Lara. Giselle Angeline Lara. Alexia Leja. Araceli Leja. Alejandra León. Alexis León. Oscar León. Rogelio David Lievano López. Kevin Lizama Romo. Juliana Claudette Llamas. Marisol Guadalupe Llamas. Sofía Loera. Amari Noel Lomax. Scott Loney. America Ashley Lopez. Cesar Noé Lopez. Deja Mariah Lopez. Israel Lopez. Jose Julian Lopez. Maritza Milagros Lopez. Pedro Lopez. Samuel Isai Lopez. Logan Scott Owen Lloyd. Victoria Marie Lozano. James Anthony Lucas. Jasmine Lunette Luna. Adrián Maldonado. Daniel Maldonado. Marisol Maldonado. Natalie Elizabeth Martin. Lexi Nicole Martinez. Brian Elliott Martinez. Casey Morgan Martinez. Pete Maximus Martinez. Avilene Martinez Rivera. Roque Martinez Jr. Brian Trey Mays Jr. Emily McAllister. Gloriana Marie Taylor McCarroll. Tucker Ryan McCallahan. Joshua Keith McDonald. Magdalene Rose McGuire. Isaac Aaron McKenzie. Brianna Christine Medina. Nathan Xavier Medina. Antonio Alvarado. Jose Armando Mendez Alvarado. Eric Manuel Mendoza. Aaron Mendoza. Kyler Cage Metzel. Veronica Jessie Mesa. Caitlin Paula Mills. Austin Lane Mirales. Aisha Lucia Mitchell. Trevor Lucas Morales. Edwin Monroy. Joseph Anthony Monroy. David Xavier Montalvo. Enrique Montalvo II. Ruben Montemayor Jr. Uriel Montes de Oca. David Isaí Montoya. Emily Montoya. Jacob Robert Moore.
Ready? Yes. Sarah Michelle Moore. Taylor Amanda Moore. Desiree Alexandria Mara. Mike Angela Morales. Christian Ivan Moreno. Diana Paula Moreno. Christopher Hayden Morgan. Camden Robert Morris. Ariana Lynette Mascot. Antonio Estan Muhammad. Erin Nicole Mullen. Dylan Adam Munoz. Matthew Wallace Myers. Nathaniel Nasar Nava. Melissa Navarrete. Maya Marie Navarrete. Ethan Drake Robert Nelson. Jeremiah Jason Newton. Artemio de Jesus Nolasco. Isaac Alejandro Nolasco. Kiana Renee Nolasco. Jamie Nunley. Eric Tristan Odom. Jacob Kylan O'Kee. Bo Wyatt Ochasky. Araya Monet O'Neill. Yeah, go, okay. Patricia Orduna. Alyssa Lizette Ortega. Alexis Ortiz. Andrea Ortiz. Jesse Daniel Ortiz. Pedro Ortiz III. Ayana Kane Osborne. Bradley Lennon Otis. Jeremiah Xavier Owens. Jalissa Adriana Padilla. Eric Nathan Malio. Jaslyn Marie Palamo. Kaylin Ann Parker. Leland Serene Parker. Alexis Christine Parkinson. Nicholas Richard Para. Kaylin Elise Patterson. Kendall Elaine Patterson. Christina Paz. Congrats. Jennifer Paz. Mario Alberta Pena Jr. Skylar Lane Pennington. Laura Patricia Perea. Erica Danielle Perez. Jediah Quincy Perez. Alexis Elaine Purty. Kaya Lene Peterson. Matthew Charles Pfister. Tristan Cole Piper. Janie Natalie Panete. Madeline Esther Panete. Gianni Dominic Placencio. Madison Bailey Perpesky. Okay. Kayla Renee Pruitt. Jose Luis Pueblo. Wesley Todd Perzinski. Joshua Matthew Rackley. Savannah Raylene Rackowitz. Alexis Mercedes-Benz Ramirez. Miley Joe Ramirez. Oswaldo Guadalupe Ramirez. Caitlin Renee Ramsey. I got you. Flavio Hector Rangel. Price Donovan Ratka. David Razzo. Guadalupe Razzo. Mark Real. Andrea Resendez. Camila Resendez. Damian Ray Resendez. Christian Montgomery Reed. Diego Resendez. Galilea Resendez Ruiz. William Craig Rebels. Cruz Nell Reyna. Jasmine Michelle Reyna. Say it for me. Malaya Micaiah Renee Reyna. Jaden Grace Ryan. Camden Michael Richardson. Shelby Elizabeth Reichert. Cole Manning Reen. Angelina Maria Rivas. Javier Rivero. Armando Guillermo Rivera Jr. Aiden James Rivers. Luke Daniel Roberts. Emma Elizabeth Robles. Yaslin Eulenia Robles. Charlie Rodriguez. Damian Rodriguez. Irvin Rodriguez. Johnny Rodriguez.
Julissa Rodriguez. Mariel Rodriguez. Merlin Guadalupe Rodriguez. Samantha Lynn Rodriguez. Jonathan Rojero. Luis Angel Roman. Ashley Rosemary Rufner. Lily Catherine Rufner. Alyssa Rosas. Emily Rubio. Christian Dimitri Reza. Ariana J. Ruiz. Trinity Ariana Ruiz. Emily Noela Saenz. Alejandra Saenz Hernandez. Proud of you. Alinda Marie Salas. Estefania Salazar. Jordan Tyler Salinas. Romeo Sanlucar Jr. Adrian Sanchez. Alexandra Sanchez. Michelle Sanchez. Joshua Andrew Sanchez. Luis Sanchez. Jonah Michael Sanders. Yodel Jaylene Sandoval. Kyrie Ann Santos. Joseph Damian Sarabia Fonseca. Roberto Daniel Salcedo Noyola. Joni Pearl Salcedo. Angela Maria Saunders. Hannah Marie Schneider. David Allen Schnorr. Kaysen Earl Sebesta. Natalie Nguyen Sang. Dalia Naomi Serratos. Bethany Rose Showalter. Martin Ryan Silva. Caleb Aaron Smith. Colton Lee Smith. Lake Speed Smith. Lane William Smith. Bocara Jonay Smith. Jacqueline Solis. Karen America Solis Gonzalez. Kennedy Sorora. Irene Abigail Soto. Roland Renee Soto. Nathan Soon. Aaliyah Southmath. Lauren Riley Stansel. Taylor Austin Stewart. Jacob William Stinson. Shelby Lauren Stone. Julian Cesar Suarez. Carson Kane Swindoll. Travis Christopher Swope. Zachary Grayson Tafoya. Ariel Nicole Tate. Trinity Faye Taylor. Isaiah Tellez. Angelica Tenorio. Summer Elizabeth Terry. McKenna Elise Thames. Zachary Joseph Ian Tanasalis. Come here. Say your last name. Cameron Samuel.
Fat Pavon.
Justin Alexander Thompson. Jeffrey Dylan Thompson. Randy Harold Thurston III. Zoanna Marie Tillery. Carissa Ann Torres. Brian Torres Garcia. Christian Bonmi Touch. Joseph Michael Townsend. Morgan Kate Townsend. Pedro Cesar Trejo. Abigail Elaine Trevino. Christopher Trevino. David Trevino. Matthew Seth Trevino. Caden Thomas Underwood. Valerie Maria Vaca. Fabian Jose Vaca Ibarra. Richard Enriquez Valdez. How do you say it? Joseph Mikhail Van Dyne. Emaret Vargas. Alexis Alice Vasquez. Eric Alonzo Vasquez. Go, Eric. Isaac Alfonso Vasquez. Roberto Vasquez. Kalea Olivia Vest. Alexis Vicente. Jose Antonio Vendana. Alyssa Villanueva. Jose Angel Villanueva. Augustina Marie Villarreal. Fernando Villarreal. Sky Alex Villarreal. Summer Antonia Villarreal. Hector Villegas. Annabelle Hannah Vu. Darren Michael Walmsley. Austin Matthew Washburn. Tabitha Michelle Washburn. Ethan Christopher Watts. Noah Jean Whitmore. Dalen Hunter William. Tristan Georgiana Williams. Kalina Rose Williamson. Joshua William Wilson. Trent Michael Wood. Leah Marie Wiley. David Giannis Jr. Aaron Alexander Yukanovich. Proud of you. Zoe Marie Zamora. Desiree Denise Zapata. Jonathan Joshua Zapata. Luis Bernardo Zapata. Jose Antonio Zavala. Maria Esmeralda Zapata.
Students, at this time, if you would stand and give your parents and your loved ones a big round of applause for all of their support. Thank you, parents, grandparents, loved ones, mentors, for the support throughout, not just this year, but all of the years that your students have been here in Alvin ISD. And students, one last thing before the alma mater. Your board president, Mr. Humberg, is a true epitome of Jacket Pride Never Dies. He was a 1977 graduate of Alvin High School. So one of you can come back and serve. So at this time, if you'll remain standing for the alma mater.